Hey, hey! Hi, everybody! It's Tanglewood Sue.
Accidental Agnes, too.
And we are the new SUE Revue. So, let's make sure we're live. Because, wait, it feels different in here. Are we in another room?
No.
No. We're just on another page.
Right.
We're on another page. So, we are going live right here on the Debbie's DIY paint page. We hope. Let's double check that.
Yep, we're there.
We're there! Yay! All right,
It worked.
It worked. So let's give everybody a chance to kind of come on board. I know they're like, what's going on? What's going on?
Where
and
Sue and Agnes?
And I reminded everybody on our page.
Right.
So it's going to take them a few minutes to come over here. So you guys, like I said, I'm Tanglewood Sue. I own Tanglewood Works right outside of DC. This is Accidental Agnes. She will earn her name. You will see it tonight. No doubt about it. Right. Really?
Well,
do you think there's a chance?
I don't know. Lately it's been rubbing off on you. So
This is true. So you guys, I am a DIY paint retailer. You've seen me on here before. Had a lot of fun. Hello, Diana. Yes, come on in. Tell us where you're from. We'd love to hear. If I'm looking down, it's because we are viewing this through our system online, which allows us to do 2 cameras for you, but your comments are down here. So I'm not looking away. Brianna, hello. Upcyclers Anonymous. Yeah. So I've been a DIY paint retailer for a while, and Agnes has been taking classes for me for, dang, a long time.
A few
years. But it wasn't till Debbie's boot camp.
Right.
Where we bonded.
Right.
We were friendly. I mean, we didn't like talk, smack about each other or anything.
Right.
Did you?
No.
Okay. But we hung out there. Goodness gracious. We hung out there. We had such a blast. Mm-hmm. And then Agnes kept playing with me and we kept creating art. And then I started the new SUE Revue and I was like, Agnes, will you help me? And then we just have so much fun doing this every Friday night. So we are going to come on here with DIY paints. First Fridays.
Okay.
Yes. Right now it's going to be at 6:30. We know that's a little early for you West Coasters.
Right.
But 7:30 is a little late for me. So we're going to see how it goes, but we will shift. But we go live on my page, Tanglewood Works, every Friday night at 6:30. Yeah, every other, not the first, because we'll be here. You going to help me with this? Yeah. What if we go to the wrong place?
We won't.
We will, because we'll be right here. Hey, did you see this thing
I put a reminder on my phone.
What page are we on? I can barely remember what place to go to, not what page to go on. But we are thrilled and honored. And thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Kenise, for setting this all up for us and inviting us on here and letting us play. So, what are we
doing today?
What am I doing?
Come on. You know it. It's
Peekaboo.
Oh.
Lisa, hey girl, Paige. Oh, all my girlies are on here. Thank you, my crazy A crafters. I have to be good. I can't say that.
Can't say the bad
I have
words.
a creative club. And if you guys have noticed, I'll tell you a little bit about it tonight, but there's a link. Actually, I'm doing a giveaway tonight for a free month of my club.
Oh,
so if
great.
you guys like hanging with me and Agnes here, we're giving you a free month to check it out. See if you want more of this. They might run screaming, but no! Tonight, let's stop all this. Anyway, there's a link at the title. So much stuff here. Let me show you what we're doing tonight. We are doing peekaboo stencils. Now, we all love to experiment, and especially with DIY paints. And there's so much fun thing. But I want to tell you kind of how I came about this. I wasn't the first. I won't be the last. But what happened with me is I put a stencil on with Debbie's paint.
Okay.
And as we know, it's a clay-based paint, so it's thicker than regular paints.
Right.
So when I put it through my stencil onto my furniture, I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it. And I was like, oh, it was too strident. I think I had used maybe Hey Sailor over the prom queen or something. I didn't like it. So I started wiping it off.
And then?
I loved it!
One of those happy accidents,
Happy accidents. I think we could all sit around and do a session on how did we come up with that thing, right? So basically I started wiping it off and spraying it, and I was like, and I realized it didn't quite come all the way off.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, I kind of like that. So I kind of got something like this. I know it's backwards for you guys, but I kind of got a little bit of something like this where it was very faded and kind of drippy. This is the second one I did. This was the thing. And I was like, I kind of like that. But then what I did is I went back over it with some paint to cover it up.
Oh, okay.
That's where I got the peekaboo. Because when I went to I was just like, I'm just going to cover it all up. But then I could see that I could still see some of the stencil because of the thickness of the paint.
Okay. So then.
Are you getting that? It was like I put paint layer on and then I put a stencil and then I wiped it off, but not all of it, but not all the way. So then the next time I did it more deliberately. So that's what we're going to show you guys tonight. How to there are a couple different ways we're going to play with. You guys, please ask us any questions. We're going to show you different ways to do things. We try to wrap this up in about 45 minutes. We drink. Where's your beer? Cheers. All right. So,
not a whole lot, but
no, we don't get wasted. I mean, that's after. Because we have some drive
on
home
occasion,
still.
right.
If you hadn't spilled, knocked over, broke the entire fireball.
Right.
What are we going to do tonight, Agnes? It's Friday night.
I don't
now
know.
we don't have any fireball. It's okay. All right, you guys. I'm going to flip cameras on you. There we go. Hey, Melissa, my darling. Okay. So here we go. This is what I want to show you. This is more of a raised stencil. All right. So if you guys are fans. You guys already know how this paint works. You know how awesome it is. In this instance, what we did is we mixed a little bit of Debbie's with, what did we mix it with?
Some texture medium?
Yeah, a texture medium. But you don't need to do that. We just did this on a live last week to show how to do raised stencils. And I just wanted to show you how cool her paint works. And especially, so this is Kissing Booth and Old 57. So we also mixed it a little bit and did this here for you so you could kind of see. So one way of doing the peekaboo stencils, you guys, is just don't fill up the whole space. You know, you guys, when you put stencils on, use negative space. Negative space is your friend. So this is just a board I already had a bunch of texture on. But this is one where we took the stencil and we pushed through with a trowel. And we just left it thick, but we didn't fill it all in. So one way of doing, kind of peekaboo is just, and then sand this back a little bit or scrape it back. Okay. So that's one thing. I always say to people, use your stencil as an element in what you're doing. But you don't have to just take your stencil and go, okay, here's the drawer. The stencil needs to go all the way from here to here. It must fit. It must repeat. It must be perfect. Perfect is overrated. Am I right, Miss Agnes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. So here's what I want to show you. I have prepped this piece here for you with Queen Bee. I just troweled it on to create a little texture. This side, right here, the matte side, does not have any top coat on it.
Okay.
My trick, you guys, in getting the peekaboo stencil and having a lot of control is to do your base coat and then seal it.
Okay.
Do it and seal it. Seal it up tight, lady, because I'll show you why. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the stencil on here. Okay?
Could you do a resist there too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We can do, what we'll do is maybe on another Friday night, we'll go over all the different ways you can do resist layers.
Okay.
But for tonight, let's move that off to the side, sweetie. Okay, it's just peeking. We're just peeking. We're just peeking at you. Now, one thing I did here, and you guys need to try this because this is fun. Leave your paints out, and then they get kind of crunchy. Look at that. It's like, look at that.
It's got a skin.
It's got a skin. So let's say this makes it more like clay and it makes it thicker so that you don't really need to use a texture medium. That's only if you want a really, really thick stencil. But look at that. That's real. I'm just going to sit here and play with that.
And look, it's not even getting on her fingers.
Look, Ma! So now this is nice and thick. It's gooey and thick. It's like that pudding layer on top, okay?
Wow.
Yeah. And I sometimes like to just mix another little color in there.
Just a little highlight or low light.
All right. Highlights and lowlights, just like my hair. Hello, Karen. How are you? Teresa. All right, come on in, guys. Please feel free to share. We would love it if you would share us tonight, and tell us where you're from.
So if they want to get the free month,
They just click on the link.
click on the link.
Click on the link right on
So
our title.
they don't get an extra point for sharing.
We're giving them a free month, Agnes.
Oh well, an extra.
We'll do giveaways next time. All right, let's show them where we're at.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do it here. So what we're gonna do is just kind of brush it on both sides. So I'm kind of doing two things. I'm not putting it on real heavy. So this is one way of getting the peekaboo. Just dry brushing your stencil on. So that's one way of doing this. But I want to show you what happens with both ways. So we'll have to kind of do this, set it aside, or use your heat gun. You guys, some trick about using stencils, obviously use your spray adhesive if you want these to stay down, right? Or have a friend hold it steady for you.
Oh, is that a hint?
Oh no, Agnes, I got this.
Okay.
I got this. Okay, so you gonna help me remember which side was which?
Yes, I remember.
All right, so we're going to pull that off. There we go. Don't worry about the fact that it's kind of gooey and messy. That's actually kind of cool. We don't care. We like gooey and messy. But all right, so this is one way. I know this isn't peekaboo, but this is more like rustic stencil. Okay?
Definitely rustic.
Okay, definitely rustic. All right, Agnes, which one did you want to play with? Agnes had some colors she wants to play with. So I'm going to let this dry before I show you the next trick.
Okie dokie. So,
did you want to use this one?
yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put us on split screen so I can give the play-by-play. Do you want to use my stencil?
Sure.
Okay. Or do you want to use a new one?
I like this one.
All right.
I've been trying to find one like it, and it's not easy.
It's not? To
No.
get that Moroccan one? Okay.
Right. I mean, I had to ask. There's one that's on Etsy, but
There
I
we
don't
go.
know if it's in this particular size.
Remember, if we go split screen, we have to get really close. Okay. There we go. All right. Now paint. All right.
Nothing,
So
that's yours.
I will give the play-by-play. Agnes is digging in. She's going for some kind of light gray color. I don't know what it is.
Faded burlap.
Faded burlap. She's going in. She's going thick. So thick is good, you guys. Thick is good because it gives you the raised edges. That's nice and thick. She has had this sitting out all afternoon. Here, darling.
Where's the camera? I forgot.
All right, that is cool. So thicker is better. I'm going to be over
that.
here trying not to
Look
make
at that.
too much noise.
How?
It's like pudding.
Almost like spackle, actually.
Yep.
Okay, so
I like that. So you guys, this is just really fun to use on, I've used it a lot in furniture where I want a little interest. Sometimes, you can't forget your sides. Because here's the thing. A lot of us focus on like that front of the furniture. How does it look? Because that's what we're photographing. That's how we're selling the piece, right? But in a house, don't forget your side view, your silhouette. So I use this a lot, just kind of like a little visual interest on the side of my pieces. And you can use blended colors or colors on the opposite end of the color wheel. That can be really fun. So that is, look at that. Agnes, you're so good. So that is super thick, super yummy. She's got that going on. I like that ombre effect there.
I learned something in the group.
Because wasn't there a group where we spent an entire month doing ombre effects?
Yes, we did.
Crazy A Craft Club. All right, so I've got mine almost dry. I mean, look, heat gun. Who told me to get a heat gun? Was it Melissa? Everybody in the group was like, oh my God, stop making us listen to the hairdryer. Get a heat gun, you dum-dum. All right, I think that's good.
I don't know who it was. I don't recall.
All right, so here's what I'm going to show you. All right, so let's switch places. You're going to have to be the face.
I get to sit on the stool?
I didn't say you could sit on the stool. All right.
Not that it makes me any
Now
taller.
you have to give me the play-by-play here. All right, so you guys, this side, because it's shiny. Now you don't have to do shiny. It can be matte. It can be whatever you want it to be. You can use Big Top. I used liquid patina. Don't use wax though. That's the only thing is don't use wax because we want to be able to paint on top of this. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to kind of spray this a little with water and wipe it back a little.
Oh, so a little bit of wet distressing.
A little bit of wet distressing is one way to get the peekaboo. Now,
Okay.
the reason I put the barrier layer here is because I want to keep my blue. Hi, Kimberly.
Keep your blue
I
and
want
your
to keep my
yellow.
blue. I'm not trying to make green today. I mean, there are plenty of days to make green.
Right.
Today's not one of those days to make
Unless
green.
it's, the paper kind.
Right. So what I'm doing is I'm wet distressing this just with a little bit of water, paper towel. Also, I meant to have my,
You need
I'll go get it. I'll get it.
Sanding
I'm on
block.
it. Remember.
Okay, so off she goes to get the sanding block. I don't know how far back. I guess we'll see how far back she's going to take it.
How far will she go? Okay. All right, so now look at that. I've made a total mess. Oh,
no.
But
But
you
no,
guys.
she can still use a
Watch.
pepper. Okay.
Because I've put the barrier layer on. Okay, so now I
So
can
the colors
really,
didn't get mixed. Your
The
yellow
colors
stays
aren't
yellow
mixing.
and your blue stays blue.
Right. So, and you can just go back with a clean one. You can take it off as much or as little as you want, and you can really get a really
Okay, so
distressed.
It's been rubbed a lot. you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. But you still see a little. You still see a
Right,
little bit.
right. So it looks like it's been aged a while. It was
Yeah.
really nice and crisp when it first
Right.
was born.
It's basically it was in Morocco on a door,
Right,
and the sun hit it.
The sun hit it. The
And
sandstorms.
The sandstorms came up, and it faded over time, and that's what we're going for. Now, here's what I want to show you. If we go over here and we wet it, we run the risk of reactivating. So if we go here and we try to do that same thing,
Do we get green?
we're getting green.
We are.
It's not bad. It's not the end of the world.
It's kind of pretty.
It is kind of pretty. But I'm just saying that as you wet this down,
Your yellow doesn't stay yellow.
your yellow will mix in. Now, what you could do is just sand it. And then you're not wet distressing. Okay? So there are a lot of different things. But I'm definitely digging in, and that's becoming, unlike here where that stayed separate, now
It's looking messy.
it's looking a little messy. But here's the magic of this. So now, and then when I wipe it off and put my hair in there, it's gone because I wet it again and now it's gone. This
Right.
is gone. Okay. So now,
I'm glad I'm not the only one who sheds.
oh my God, it's just like, why don't we just, here.
So you may get a little piece of
Hello from Macon, Georgia. Alrighty. So do you guys get it? Are there any questions? This is why I like to do this layer. And here's the thing. Let me, here's the thing. When I do this on a piece, I don't necessarily have to coat the whole thing. I just coat where I want my little peekaboo to be.
Okay.
Okay, so like sometimes like I'll just, because I'm going to put a top coat over the whole thing anyway. So even if I have a little bit of shiny down and then I put my peekaboo, might put my stencil on, then I want to wipe it back a little bit. Fine. But here's the next step. Here's the other way that's actually more like the way that my mistake turned into peekaboo is what I want to do now is take Agnes's. Is yours about dry?
No, needs a.
You were supposed to be drying over
Well,
here.
you put it all the way over there. My goodness, what am I supposed to do?
Oh my God, it's fine. Oh, this one might be dry enough to do it.
Let's use that.
Yeah, let's use this one. So what I want to show you guys is we're going to put a layer on this, and then I'm going to show you how we go. So Agnes is going over there. I'm going to use, again, I'll just use liquid patina because that dries pretty fast. She's drying. I'm going to try to, there we go. Okay. It just gets messier and messier everywhere we go. I'm going to reach over you. Okay. Okay, you guys, we are here for you. As we mentioned, we go live every Friday night. We do a lot of different things. We play with Debbie's paint a lot. We also, we play with resin. We play with alcohol inks. We play with felt. What else do we do? My goodness gracious, we've done a lot.
Concrete.
Concrete, yes. So the club is basically in-depth. It's us like taking one topic and really digging in each and every month. But the Friday Night Lives, they're just our little tease. They're our little way to have fun with you. Because this is all we want to do on a Friday night is craft. What else would you do besides drink Fireball?
That is one of my favorite beverages, yes. And finding a bunch of different recipes.
Well, we know we're with our people because our people also want to play and well, make art with us. So we have fun. We just have a good time. All right, so we're going to dry this real fast. There we go. So the first way that we did it, where I wiped off, was the first way we did it, where I wiped it off and it got all mushy, was how I figured out that I was onto something. Okay. Because I wiped it off and it was mushy, but I was like, that's cool, but I don't want it mushy. So that's when I added the barrier layer, and then I stenciled again. But then I was like, but I don't want that much showing through. Mm-hmm. I wanted it to kind of be sandwiched in. Mm-hmm. So that's when I went, what if I put the barrier layer,
then the stencil,
and then put it on top again?
Okay.
And that's what we're doing now. So you can see also how we can kind of, it's a positive or negative. You're either putting it on and pulling a little back, or you're putting it on, putting something else on and pulling a little back. I hope that we'll show you. It's just, it's like doing kind of negative and positive imagery and stuff. But like I said, you don't have to do the whole piece. Just do the places where you want this to happen. Maybe you're only doing it on the drawers. Maybe you're just doing it on the top. I've done this a lot where I'll do a tone on tone.
Oh, that's, yeah.
I've done a nice look. A white, and then I've done like, almost like a pearl with a stencil, and just done that on top. So you kind of only see it a little bit, but I kick it back.
Okay.
I kick it back because I don't know. I don't know why I don't like it to cover everything. I just don't.
Okay. Goodness gracious.
Now give me my bear, woman. All right, I got this dry. What do you think? Can y'all hang with us? Are we going to double stencil? Ooh, Paige, you wild woman.
Paige is one of our club members.
Yes. If you're scared about clicking the link, I know it says free crack. I didn't want to put ASS. I didn't want to put the ASS in there, but it's Crazy A Craft Club, and it's free if you want to go and then come hang out with us for a month, see what y'all think, and then you can pay us after that. So I don't know. I had to get in trouble somehow. So sign up for free crack tonight. Just do it.
Now she's going to be known as a dealer.
Now I'm a dealer. I'm a crack dealer. Well, it's funny, when we were coming up with the name, I went to like crack cocaine, and my husband went to like butt crack.
Oh.
What are you going to do? Okay, I'm trying to get back to the webcam.
Half a dozen of the other.
Trying to get back to the webcam. There it is. Okay, you guys. So now we can see, of course, it's darkened down because this is Debbie's chalk and clay-based paint. Again, thank you, Debbie, so much for having us on here tonight. We really are having a blast. We hope you are too. So we've got a paint layer. We put a layer of stencil on. We kind of kicked it back a little bit, and then we sealed it. I'm thinking we go back with this. I think we go back with Old 57.
Okay.
Or do you think we should do a different color completely? That'll
well,
really
the only
show
other
through.
Colors we.
Kissing booth. Where's kissing booth?
It's over here. I'll go get it.
Thank you, love. I just think I want a third completely different color.
Is it going to be thick enough?
Well, this layer doesn't need to be thick.
Okay.
So you guys, this layer can be watered down. It can be thick. It cannot be thick. It can be whatever you want it to be. Okay? It's whoever you want it to be. You can even spritz a little water now. Boop, boop. Okay? So now we can put this on with abandon. Because you know why? We can't mess up our stencil. Yay! I was going to say something about what we put on it, but I'm going to get in trouble again. Okay. God, Sue.
Keep it clean.
Trying to be a good girl. It's like the more pressure there is to be good, the more.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so this is what I did on my piece. I put kind of a half stencil. All right, so imagine So now you've kind of hidden these little treasures, these little Easter eggs inside your piece, right? So as you can see here, the cool thing is that I'm seeing the stencil come through. I'm seeing it, right? So that's already kind of awesome. So remember, this one was a little bit thicker, but you can do this with just Debbie's paint. You don't need to mix it with a thickener. You just have to let it sit outside in the hot sun or use your gun. All right, so we've got that on there. Now we can either dry it,
okay,
and then wet distress it, but we don't have to
wait.
We don't have to wait.
Okay,
we don't have to wait. There's no waiting because we can just wipe it back. Actually. Oh, no, you're right. We do need to wait. We do need to wait because we need this to dry so we don't wipe off what's behind it. You're right, Agnes.
Oh, I didn't say that, but that's
You're
good.
right, Agnes.
Thank you for saving me. You're right,
Agnes. Okay, so we get that nice and thick because we don't want it to come off or we don't want it to come off. Also, in this layer, you don't have to. You can always blend some colors in, right?
Would that make a nice purple?
I've not found the right blend.
You haven't had success
for the purple.
Making a purple?
But, you can put one color on. You can put a couple colors on. It doesn't matter. You can just have fun, right?
Right.
That's all. Well, actually, that one does pretty well. That gives you like a little lavender action going on there. All right, so now we need to dry that. Okay.
And her trusty assistant.
Okay, how we doing? Oh, we're doing good. Yes, so I would say she can do it. She's got this. Got this. She's got this.
Do I?
She's got this. Yay! It worked. I love you, Agnes.
A connection needs to be jiggled.
So Lisa, let's talk about boho for a second. Can we just say hallelujah? Boho is in the house. It's not. Will you stop me if I get in trouble?
I'll try to prevent you from getting in trouble, so,
She looks out for me. It doesn't all have to be white and gray and chippy and shabby chic. Joanna Gaines, you're awesome. But everybody thinks everything has to be neutral now.
And
right?
Some of us just don't roll that way.
We don't. I mean, hello. Y'all see what I'm talking about?
Some of us need color in our lives. So we need
Hold on.
bright.
I was talking to the camera and they were just seeing this. I had to switch the camera. I'm sorry. I'm like, what are they seeing? Yeah, there's so much out there that's saying, keep it neutral, keep it calm, we all need to calm down. We need to bring in, like, somebody was calling these different colors. I'm like, it was ecru and eggshell and egg yolk and egg. I don't know what it was. Cream. Vanilla cream. Get some color in your life. It's fun. You don't have to overdo it. But yes, I think these techniques are really, really fun way of layering your colors. It doesn't just have to be one layer over the other and then pull back and see a little bit. Use a little texture. And this is a really fun way to, like, get that texture in there, have some fun. And I'm so excited that doesn't it feel like color's coming back? Doesn't it feel? So. I feel like it's making a comeback. I mean, it'll cycle through.
And if it's out of your comfort zone, you can always try it on a little tiny piece, a little pop of color, and then
absolutely,
let it kind of grow on you, and then part of your vibe,
and then get purple hair. We actually almost all entryway pieces we paint them. Do you know what color you're supposed to have in your entryway?
No.
Red.
Oh, my favorite.
It's the color of prosperity, and you are supposed to have red only if you want money.
Only if you want money. Oh, wow. If
you don't want any money, just put some freaking taupe right there. It doesn't matter. But if you want some money, put that by your front door. So have a little color. All right. So let's flip back to that camera.
There's I'm not sure which country it is. There's a European country. I think
if we're talking, I'm drinking. Yeah, go ahead.
I think it might even be a Scandinavian country where once they pay off their house, they paint their door red. So I'm
Really,
thinking, I don't know that I will ever.
I can paint much red.
It might be your kids who will wind up painting it red for you.
Wait, is that a thing? So that when people like wander around, like, I mean, do people fake it? Like, do they paint it red even when it's not, just to like, up the neighbors?
Maybe.
I don't know. What if I did mine pink? Would that mean like I'm almost there? What if it's like
red?
What if it's like?
Is there a standard red? Is there a just shade? Could it be carnival red? Could it be poppy? Could it be? There's just
so many possibilities for showing the world. Do you know what they say brings happiness? Financial happiness.
What?
You don't need to be rich. You only need to make 10% more than your neighbor.
But then you have to be friendly enough with them, or
to know
to find out how much they are making, or savvy enough to hack into their account somehow.
I think it's more like if you're like a beat up Mazda that's 14 years old that the door doesn't work anymore, next to everybody else that's a Lexus. Wait, hold on. But I'm still happy. I just don't pay attention.
Right.
All right, let's get this off. Let's do it. So, booyah. So now we have our barrier layer, which means that we can start bringing this back without fear of repercussions.
Okay.
All right. So one way to do it is just use your sanding block. See? You get that off. And this is really cool because now we're getting, because it's raised, because we let it be a little thicker. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. You're getting these little peekaboo. It's just peeking through. Okay, now if
you want to have more peeking through than what you have right now, then you just keep sanding, and
you can keep sanding, or see, you could
do a combination of.
That's what I like to do. I do a combo. I sand a little bit, and then I'm going to kind of rub back a little bit. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, that's probably what I'd do too.
Do you see it peeking at you?
Definitely.
Definitely peeking. We're doing this on TV like a cooking show, so I would probably have put a couple layers of the red on, but just so that if I wanted to have that pure red and not pull back at all.
Okay.
Okay. But you can also use this and your sander a little bit. Do y'all do that? It kind of messes it up a little bit. You can wash it. But you see I'm getting it. And now you can get a fresh one.
You have a bowl of water to rinse out your sponge.
Yeah, you could.
But,
you could. So
Sue likes to wing it.
I wing it. So now you can kind of blot it. But here's what your barrier layer, oh my goodness, give me another. Here's what your barrier layer does. I'm not pulling up that blue. And I'm not making orange. That's why I did these two different colors. I'm getting that yellow, okay? I'm getting the bright yellow come through my peekaboo layer. How's that? Peekaboo.
I like it.
I like it too. All right. You do some, all right, yours is dry. Do you want to do the patina on it, or do you want to try to peekaboo without the patina?
No, I think I'll put a little bit of patina on it.
Go ahead
or
and
at least on part of it.
Go ahead and do that and dry that real quick. I guess the point of my peekaboo is using Debbie's to get the texture and using the barrier layer to allow you to have distinct colors if you don't necessarily want your colors to blend. Okay? So both things are possible, specifically with paint. Now, and the thing is, you guys, the reason I like using Debbie's paint for this is that if I were to use a different kind of paint, and y'all know I use all kinds of paints and love it, but you wouldn't be able to pull it back like this. Once it's on there with other paints, it's kind of on there. Now, I used Kissing Booth, which is pretty highly pigmented, so I kind of have to keep coming back and wiping just with a fresh rag. You could just, like Agnes says, have a bucket of water to kind of pull it back, or get it, kind of more wet. Let me look. Peekaboo eggs. Yeah, how did she do the peekaboo eggs, Melissa? Aw, thank you. Yeah, we cray. That's why we the Crazy A Craft Club. So you guys, thank you so much for sharing tonight. Those of you who shared, we'll be on for about 10 more minutes. Feel free to share. People can still catch the replay. As I said, we're doing a giveaway because this is our first inaugural day, bringing the new SUE review over to Debbie's Design Diary. It's very exciting, very fun. And we're giving away a free month of our club. So here's what I would like to say as well, you guys, is as you can see, as I'm digging a little, I'm kind of reactivating. Normally what I would say if you're doing the peekaboo stencil is, you know, give it some more time and not just a heat gun, okay? You can dig in here more. But I'm kind of going through my barrier layer only because I didn't really let it cure. So, you know, at least give it an hour, more so than just like 5 seconds that we did. And I promise it'll work for you. There we go. And look at all the different colors we have. And even though we're working hard to kind of get the mushy out of here, as you can see, we're not losing our stencil. It's not, I just got paint all over my face. Oh, thank you, Carol. Thank you so much. You really still have your stencil. It's intact. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not going anywhere. And now if you don't want it this heavy, don't worry about it. You don't have to make it this heavy. You can just use you can use Debbie's paint as is. I mean, that's how I ended up doing this accidentally, is that I put the paint on through a stencil like Agnes has. All right, so Agnes, come on in. You take over. All right, so I'll hold this up for you at the end. But cool, huh? Can you guys see how you can use these colors? And use a bright color for your peekaboo because then it'll really pop. Yeah, it is. It is. It's super cool. Thank you, girl. All right, Miss Agnes, what you going to paint it?
That's a good question. What do you think I should do? Should I use one of these colors here that I had originally on there? Or should I use some of the Queen Bee, the Kissing Booth, or some of that, was that Hey Sailor?
I want to see you use the light color because I want to see these colors pop through the lighter color.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, but I wanted to give our audience a chance to chime in. And that's...
I'm going to give the play-by-play. You are right. Audience, are you with me?
Oh.
Agnes sprayed her face.
I did not spray my face, but I did spray the air.
All right.
So.
Oh, we love getting creative brains flowing. That's what we do. All right,
so I'm a lefty, so this might be a little awkward.
Do you want me to move out of your way, darling? Over here. Can I make a suggestion?
Yes, go heavier on the...
Huh? No. Go lighter and water it down now that we have the barrier, because on mine we dried it. But on yours, what happens if we just wet it, kind of mush it around because you have the barrier layer on there?
On part of it.
I'm with the wrong person. Oh no, I'm with the wrong person?
What does that mean?
You're with the wrong person if you want someone less bossy.
Oh, well. A little bit.
Yes. Yeah. Peekaboo. So imagine your whole piece was that taupe color, okay? But then you just had a few little places where you let like your stenciling kind of peek through. I'm digging it. She's got this. Yeah. Yep. So she still got it there a lot, but it's still just peaking. You know what I mean?
Right, and I think it's bringing out a little bit more of the ombre look.
Well, you could even do it heavier here, and then it's kind of fading up.
Right.
So, like, it'd be solid taupe here. Mm-hmm. And then it's kind of fading, and then it's releasing up to the top here. That could be really cool.
Right.
So I also recommend you guys do what we do. I mean, we have these boards, we have blocks that we're constantly playing with. And when you're done with the blocks, you turn them into art. So I've got this one here that we did a resist layer on. Isn't that pretty? I hope I can remember how we did that. Do you remember? We did that in Craft Club like last year. We did resist layering.
Did we use...
don't give it away. No, just kidding.
I think I know what you used.
Okay. Anyway, we'll show you guys how we did these. But basically, if you do these on these pieces of wood or reclaimed wood, now you can use it and then write a little saying on it or use your Cricut, right? Because that's what I did. I just used this as like a test board, and I was like, oh, that's cute. Wait, here, let me see. You can. It says love. Hurts. I made it for Valentine's Day. No one bought it. I can't imagine why. But this was a raised stencil we did. And then I did Debbie's with boho or Hey Sailor or mixed of the two. And then wet it down and just let it cry. I just let it cry.
My love hurts.
Oh, she wants, Carol says a touch of boho would look good. Do you want me to get you a little bit of boho?
Yeah.
Okay, hold up. All right, we've got 4 more minutes, Agnes.
4 more minutes. Can we do it in 4 more minutes?
4 more minutes.
Oh, the pressure.
I've lost my boho. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I think she's probably sold out of it, actually.
No, I was using it for that piece I'm doing for that custom client. I'm working on a piece right now that's, oh my goodness, it's boho, Hey Sailor, layered, Fancy Farm Girl, layered, then red, layered,
that one over there,
and then Queen Bee, and then I'm doing let me see if I can pronounce it right, cracker.
That's probably right.
The crackly things, but it's not the crackly things where the paint looks chippy. It's the varnish on top that cracks.
Okay.
And then you put the dark glaze inside the cracks. This custom client, man, she is pushing my boundaries, and it's awesome. It's awesome. I gave her a discount on the custom if I could make a tutorial out of her piece.
Oh.
Because when she showed me what she wanted to do, I'm like, oh, I got to learn this. So what I do is I figure it out. I test it. I do it on a piece of wood to make sure it works. And then I turn the camera on. And then I act like I've always known how to do this. All right. It's not how you teach. You just have to be 5 minutes ahead. No. It's all about learning, people, and making mistakes, which aren't ever mistakes. Come on in. You're too far away. I put on deodorant.
So did I.
Okay, good. So this is what we have. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So little peekaboo action going there. I really like that.
Yeah,
with the
from
blue,
a distance, it
and then
almost
it's
looks like
fading
a mermaid stuff.
up. Another thing that Agnes could do if she wanted to is before she put the barrier layer on, you could have sanded this back a little bit more, or even used the spatula. But I mean, it's awesome. It's perfect. And then where's mine? I think I might have to use this on a piece. What do you think? Like right here, this part where it's the yellow and the blue and the kissing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, it reminds me of a sunset.
Does it?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, in the Southwest, where you get a really vivid colors.
That's true. That's true. With no sunset today. It's too cloudy. Alligator. So awesome, you guys. So did y'all have fun with us?
I hope you did.
I think they did.
Really did.
I think you did. You guys, we're really excited. Please send a note to Debbie or comment here if you'd like to see us again first Friday. So that would be May something on a Friday.
3rd, I think.
I don't know. May something. I'm marching in the funk parade the next day. So we can't get cray here.
Okay.
Because
she's got to save her voice.
Save my voice
and her energy.
Yeah. Oh, I was in a commercial.
Were you really?
I was. I got 1 second. I timed it. It's the,
oh my gosh.
The DC Lottery came and filmed my band. And they got us Jansen and everything. So actually my tambourine got more airtime than I did. But it's okay. It's a really cool tambourine, and I put little flashy lights on it.
Oh.
So everybody knows it's my tambourine. Oh, yes. Go paint, everybody. All right. So for those of you who are new to our show, we told you we sing.
We dance.
We dance. We DIY. Oh, wait. We didn't dance. We didn't dance tonight. It just didn't come naturally. All right. We DIY. Now we got to sing. Ready? It's the new SUE Revue coming right at you with Tanglewood Sue.
Accidental Agnes too.
Yeah, girl. Woo! Good night, everybody. Thank you. Mwah! We'll be back. Look for us on our page. Come join our crazy club for free.
Yes.
Till we start charging you. Okay, bye. Mwah.